What's good, YouTube? Chike here from Chike and Zoe Speaks. I appreciate y'all for checking in for another video. This one I think is going to be very powerful. It means a lot to me, and I'm just happy to bring it to you. I don't have Zoe here with me because she's out following her passions, earning that income, and just helping take care of the family. So it's just going to be Chike today. And the subject I want to talk about today is just parenting, parenthood, and just how important. And in fact, let me turn this music off. Hold on. So it's parenting, just like understanding how truly important and what you do, like what you put into parenting affects the world really. And I just want to speak on that a little bit more, maybe change your perspective on it, or maybe if you weren't thinking about having a child, maybe you get excited to have one, or just change the way that you look at your child. Maybe, you know, if you got a teenager and they're really pissing you off right now, maybe after this video you think about just being that bigger person and understanding how important your teenager and your child is to this world and what we're on in this mission. And so I took down a couple notes. Well, first let me tell you how I got on this subject. So I was scrolling up and down my Facebook timeline, and if you don't have me on your Facebook, hit me up on my Facebook. I'm Chike Senanu, Chike S-E-N-A-N-U, Chike Senanu. It's right down here. Alright, so scrolling up and down my Facebook timeline, I look at everybody posting pictures of the children, just expressing love for the children, and they got me thinking about my why. Like, my children are my why. The reason I get up every day, the reason I want to change the world, the reason I'm getting into my crystals, I'm getting into my meditation, I'm getting into changing my overall being is because I have children, and they inspire me to be better than who I was today and who I was yesterday. They just inspire me to always become greater and be better, and set an example that they can follow and hopefully be even greater human beings than their parents were. And between Chike and Zoe, we are great motherfucking people. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so one thing about the children is that they truly are our future soldiers. Without this next generation is going to decide a lot, honestly. You look at the turmoil in the world right now, it's going to take we're going to need a very strong percentage of this next generation to be woke individuals. We need them to understand that America is not here for them, that America is just a big fucking travesty, that the world fucking sucks pretty much, and most importantly that, above all, praise Mother Earth. Mother Earth and its divineness has brought us a mentality and a level of consciousness that we could get nowhere else. Earth is where it's at. You want to teach the children that the earth has everything that they need. When you talk about what they need to consume, if it's water, if it's the herbs, you know, getting into that alkaline, vegan, Dr. Sebi type lifestyle where you're eating the things that the earth produces. Trying your best to get away from cooking your foods, just eating raw foods. When you start looking towards that, you're going to see a different level wake up, and you're going to understand that, wow, I feel my very best when I'm in tune and I'm one with the earth. That's like something I really couldn't put into words. Just when you get that feeling when you meditate and you're meditating and you're just in that zone, and you may hear a bird outside the window. It's like the earth is speaking to you. It's really crazy. Or when you develop this type of knowledge, then the way you look at a tree and plant life is totally different. These are the type of things that I think we have to put into our parenting. Because I don't know about you, but I was robbed of that. I didn't think the earth was nothing more than just where I lived. I throw my chip bags on the floor, and then I just did whatever. And then you look at the educational system. If you're growing up in America, if you're an African person, call yourself African American, black, whatever you call yourself, but if you're an African person and your knowledge is coming from the U.S. education department, your parents are failing you. Now, I'm not saying take your kids out of school, but I'm saying if their education just comes from the U.S. Department of Education and then their fucking television, you are failing your children. We have to be integral parts of our children's education, and not just following along with whatever the lesson plan is at the school. We have to have our own lesson plans. the schools that my kids was going to wasn't teaching them nothing about the Black Panther Party. Didn't teach them anything about Malcolm X. Didn't teach them anything about the Africans. Like, didn't teach you anything about Marcus Garvey. You didn't understand Shaka Zulu. You didn't get a chance to understand the pyramids were actually created by African people, and that our African women should look towards a Queen Nefertiti. Our young African men should look towards a King Tutankhamun, Horus. You know, the women look towards Isis. Like, these are all things that we didn't get the chance to learn, or even understanding that human life started in Africa. Ethiopians, first humans. Like, these are things that a lot of people don't know, because that's not, because bulk of your education is going to be funded, or it's going to be injected into you through your schooling. And if this isn't in our educational systems, where do you expect to get this knowledge? You're expecting these 6, 7, 12-year-old, 14-year-old boys to just go read up these books and understand these things? We have to guide them there. We have to guide them there. And that's really important for this next generation, as we go ahead and combat America, and just combat the world and how they view Africans, and just getting back to a level where you feel like you're a human. Like, when you're in your crib, you feel like you're a human. When you're with your family, you feel like you're a human. But if you're an African person, you walk out into this earth, you feel less human. You feel targeted. You know, when you're in a car and the police ride up on the side of you, you don't feel like a human. You feel like a convict, and you ain't never did a crime in your life. You know, so it just comes from consciousness. It's going to come from, and consciousness comes from education. Education comes from teachers, and the first teacher in every child's life should be their parents. Now, what you're teaching them is going to be huge. And then stepping up and actually being a parent, that's huge. Women cannot grow up and be successful. I'm not going to say you can't, but the odds are stacked against a woman who has to go out, and the first man they love is a significant other, like a boyfriend or a husband or something like that. The first man a woman loves starts when she's a girl, and then it's her dad. Dads must be present. Your daughter needs you. Your son fucking needs you. We can't expect this next generation to be warriors, and no one's training the warriors. We need the men here. We need our queens here. The queen is everything. She's a stability. She does it all. The queen is everything. When you want to inspire the hardest work ethic, you could look at the woman. The woman does it all and brings life. Like, does the earth's wishes by sacrificing 9 months in her figure that she stares in the mirror and loves so much. She sacrifices that so that we can have life and continue to grow and continue to facilitate our beings and our knowledge throughout the earth. So we need the queens for that. It's important that we teach our children please and thank you. We teach them to never accept, and then we teach them that they really are the future and we need them. They can't throw their life away on just the silly stuff, the gangs, the guns, the stuff that the television shows them is, ideal and the lifestyle that you want. That's not the lifestyle that they want. That's the lifestyle that's going to prosper. So we got to get them out the television. We got to get them in the books, and we just got to hammer these points home. The never accept, meaning never accept life for what they tell you life is. There's always more to it. You can always get more out of it based on what you put into it. So you apply for a job and they say you don't get the job. You're not getting this job. You don't qualify. Don't accept that. Don't accept that you're not good enough to do something. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you go off and you want to apply for a head chef at some restaurant and you don't get the job. Okay, but you know how to cook. Cook what you cook and sell it yourself. Never accept that. Never accept that. Never accept they say to be a success, you need to go and get all these degrees. No, you're just going to go and get in debt. And then if you look around, if you look at the country you live in, the richest people didn't do all this college shit at all. So if you're aspiring to be American, why are you aspiring to be a broke American? Because everyone who goes to college, well, not everyone, but most people who go to college and get that degree and get all that debt, they just go through living that broke life. It's the people that take the risk and take the chances that will succeed. But most importantly, African people, we need to stop relying on the white people and the white companies and the white man for us to have anything. We gotta stop relying on the fucking white people grocery stores, because there's gonna come a day where we're gonna stop playing nice. And they're gonna admit true intentions and they're gonna try to kill us off. We need to be ready for that day. That's the real day. It ain't the day when Jesus come back. The day is the day when the white people say we are fucking tired of pretending like we like black people and let's send this bitch up. That's the day we need to prepare for. Then the please and thank you, that's just being a great human being. And I think that we can prevent so many tragedies that happen in the world just by being decent humans. Like, we shouldn't have wars over religion when I can just accept that you think something different than me. Because you're born in a different place and your family's different and you grew up different than me. That doesn't mean you wrong or I'm right or we should hate each other. We just the same way I respect that you have a family and they all look different than my family, but you have the same love I have for my family. I respect that. So I respect you for having different views on stuff. I just can't respect when you force your views on me or I force my views on you, and we tell each other are wrong and we should die and we should go to war because of it. That's not all fact. That's where the world went left. Humans started off just trying to survive. You know, you're in the earth and you're trying to eat and you're trying to survive and you're trying to get shelter and you know you're trying to live, trying to be good people. And then once our brains gave us so many things, you know, we colonized and made great skyscrapers and infrastructures and we made religions and everything, we started to just lose our way. Or we're to the point of singling each other out and counting each other, or thinking that our accomplishments don't mean anything if we look a certain way, speak a certain way, or from a certain place, believe in a certain faith. These are all things that just deterred humanity. And then you see all these movies that talk about humans are no good, the robots should take over and aliens come and destroy us. While that all seems crazy to me, the fact still remains that humanity has failed. It's failed. The way that we treat each other as humans, the way that we treat the other inhabitants of the earth, you know, with the killing of the animals and harvesting their meat and everything. And then you look at just how we treat earth, you know, with our planes and cars, and you know, our carbon footprint just is literally destroying what created us. The earth created us and we're destroying the earth. You're stabbing your mother in the back. So parenting is just going to be really huge, that we provide this information to our children and that we just get them, you know, on the path towards consciousness. Because if we don't have consciousness in our children, we never spark a revolution. Because the true fighters, the ones who don't give a fuck and will fight for what's right, are like the people that we talk about in the percentages that are going to jail. All right, 17 and up. 17 to 25, like that's our strength, our power, our beauty, like everything is right there in our youth. So they truly are our next generation. And now that you know, you get towards my age, you're coming up on 30 and you're having children, now you get to go and put the right knowledge into that child, that when they become 19 and they 19 to 27 range, they're fucking freedom fighters. They're fucking the next Black Panther Party. They're the fucking next Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, you know, Frederick Douglass. You know, you can go on and on. But the point is the knowledge. We have to provide the knowledge to our children in order for us to ever see an impact. Because, you know, it's only so many of us that can stand up, and a lot of us don't want to die for it because of our children. We don't want to go out and, you know, step up and fight back against the police and fight back against America, because we know we're going to die if we fight back against them. We'll be leaving our children, and that decision is going to be a lot easier if we provide the knowledge to our children, so that they understand that you had to die to fight for America, and you had to die to fight for what's right, just like Martin Luther King did, just like Malcolm X did. And you provide them knowledge that they're not afraid to die next. They're not afraid to fight for what's right and to fight for other people and what they believe in. And that's the key to parenting. It's not about when your kid grow up how much money did they make and what do they own. It's about the knowledge and the way they respect and treat people. That's what's going to be integral to humanity recovering, because we're at a loss, and that's just our duty as parents. So Chike from Chike and Zo Speaks. Again, hit me up on Facebook. I'm Chike Sananu. I'm on Twitter. I'm Chike Tweets. I'll put that down there too. Let me get my Instagram back going. Most importantly, I'm gonna be here on YouTube, and we're just gonna share knowledge and just get to the next level. All right, Chike checking out.